So today was meant to be the big day. It's Wednesday, but unfortunately, like most of the sporting events in 2020, I've had to postpone my 12-hour shift until Friday, mainly because of the weather. So it's raining today, it's raining all day, and although I don't mind standing in the rain for 12 hours for the cause, a lot of people were meant to be joining in. We had some exciting guests who were going to be joining me on Instagram Live, and I didn't want them to have to stand in the rain in their garden just to support stupid old me. So yeah, so we're going to do it on Friday. The weather's a lot better then. Today I'm going to address my feeding strategy for the 12-hour shift. I think it's going to be really important. Like I said in a previous video, my Whoop suggests that I could be burning up to 10,000 calories for the day. I'm going to go to Tesco now and I'll take you with me just to stock up and make sure the fridge is full. And basically what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to prep you know, all the food that I think I need to eat so that I can just wolf it down out of the Tupperware during the challenge and waste as little time as possible so I can focus on throwing and catching. Kind of mad times that we're living in where the queue is around the corner, everyone's wearing masks, everyone's wearing gloves, and we're just popping out to get our groceries, man. It's nuts. What a strange time. So I've just been to Tesco's. I was going to kind of video as I went round and show you guys what I was putting in my trolley, but I realised that was utterly boring and would have made for a very long video. So instead, I think I'm just going to kind of explain my overall theory behind how I'm going to eat on Friday for the challenge, and then kind of show you guys what I got. The basic premise is that I'm going to have to eat a decent amount of food. The Whoop's predicted kind of 10,000 calories. I don't think it's going to be that, and also I'm not going to be able to eat that many. So I'm going to shoot for somewhere around 3,000, 3,500, which is the upper end of like a really big day for me normally. If we were away in a hot country and we were training twice a day for 3 hours, that will be somewhere near the 3,000 calorie mark, maybe slightly above. So I think on Friday, given the kind of length of time that I'm going to be doing the throwing and catching, I think I need to aim for about that. But the idea with the food is that because I'm doing it constantly, the biggest break I think I'm going to have is going to be somewhere near half an hour. For pre-training, I would usually eat 3 hours before, whereas for this, I'm not going to be able to do that because I'm going to be constantly going back into throwing and catching. So the idea is that I'm going to get as many calories on as possible for the smallest amount of volume, so that nothing's sat in my stomach. So from that point of view, I'm looking at kind of like quick carbohydrate sources that can go down but are easily digested, and then kind of high calorie, fairly dense foods that I don't have to eat a huge amount of but go a long way in terms of energy production, things like that. So I've got my protein sources, we've got turkey mince, we've got chicken sausages, we've got eggs, we've got peanut butter. Peanut butter is great for what I just said because you get a lot of bang for your buck in terms of calories for the volume needed, so that will go down well. I've also got these, this is a grenade bar. These are kind of marketed as carb killers because you get 22 grams of protein, only 2 grams of sugar, but they are actually quite high in fat, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend these for day-to-day use. However, for the challenge on Friday, these will be brilliant because, again, not a huge amount of volume, they taste incredible, and I can just wolf those down, like, you know, or pretty much whilst I'm throwing. Just got one in my mouth, I'm just going, and that'll be fine. And then we've got kind of cereal bars, we've got some Belvitas and some Saurine, again, just quick carbs that digest pretty quickly and easily. And then we've got our fruits. I probably won't eat a huge amount of vegetables on Friday. The reason for that is kind of the opposite of what I just said in terms of vegetables, apart from the vitamin and mineral content, which is why we need to eat them. Vegetables are brilliant because they are extremely high volume for very little calories. So they fill you up, but you know, you don't put any weight on. So eating courgettes, cucumbers, things like that, basically no calories, but a lot of volume. So that's the opposite of what I want on Friday. Because if I'm eating you know, if I'm eating loads of veg and then a little bit of chicken, it's only that chicken that's really going to help me with the task, but the veg is going to fill me up and make me feel a bit weird if I'm throwing and catching loads. Does that make sense? So I'm going to pretty much avoid veg, maybe a little bit to go with the food just for flavour and normality, and the vitamins and minerals obviously. Carbs, we've got rice, I did buy more than that, and oats. Again, very similar. My classic pre-training meal is always protein oats with some blueberries, so I'll probably stock up a few of those, pre-make those, and then have those ready to go if I feel like I need them. Again, I'm probably going to eat like, I reckon 4 or 5 meals, but again, they're going to be smaller so that I can get them down and not fill my stomach up too much. But I'll work that out tomorrow for the second video. And then caffeine as well. So these are Rain Total Body Fuels. These are amazing, they taste unbelievable, and as well as having 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is going to be pretty important when I'm throwing and catching so that I don't completely lose my marbles, these also have branched chain amino acids in them, which is going to help with muscular fatigue and just general wear and tear, so these are perfect for tomorrow. Also, I'm usually a coffee drinker, but I'm not going to have time to be coming in and faffing about making coffees because I've got a job to do, so those are ideal because I can just crack those open. So yeah, that's basically the theory behind it. Like I said, tomorrow is going to be the actual meal prepping day. Get the Tupperware out of the cupboard and crack on and make sure, make sure that I have the least distractions as possible come Friday. 20,000 odd catches, here we come. Also, side note, I've just realised that I bought smooth peanut butter, which is, I mean, frankly a cardinal sin, but I got bloody drawn in by the Team GB logo and the organicness of it. Smooth, man, come on.